Yesterday I was scrolling through my old videos and I realized that the last comparison between Asphalt 8 and Asphalt 9 was back in 2021, so I think it's about time to make another one a bit more updated. Today I will be comparing how do boot games look nowadays and how different or similar they are as for today. But make sure to keep in mind that Asphalt 8 is celebrating its 10th anniversary right now, while Asphalt 9 just got 5 years old this 2023, so there is a base difference as you will see on this video. I really hope you all find this video interesting, and with nothing else to add, let's get into it. As I did on my first comparison between these two games, I will begin with the loading screen, and I'm happy to announce that we have changes. Asphalt 9, after around 4 years with the same loading screen featuring the Ferrari FXXK, introduced this new one back at the first Lamborghini Revuelto special event, which, well, it's different only because the main object is the Lamborghini Revuelto instead of the Ferrari FXXK. And well, I think less is nothing, I guess. Asphalt 8, in the other hand, changed its loading screen every 2 months or so, and this is the current one it has featuring the upcoming Koenigsegg CC850. Moving to the menu, as soon as you open Asphalt 8, you can see the last car you use along with your avatar, which you can turn around to see it from any different angle you want. On the Asphalt 9 side, we see the last car we used, but we can move it freely, and of course there are no avatars on Asphalt 9, since I think that such feature will never be added to Asphalt 9 in the future. Having a look at the garage, Asphalt 9 has only a white theme, which honestly looks quite bad compared to how the game used to look at the very first versions, while Asphalt 8 garage theme can be switched between a white one and a darker one from settings. I used to like the old Asphalt 8 garage a bit more, but if I'm completely honest, this one isn't that bad at first glance. On the first pay to win side, this is the store's Asphalt 8. The Asphalt 8 store recently got an update where you can just buy the different stuff scrolling just like that, which now that I realize looks surprisingly similar to the Asphalt 9 store, just that instead of Gauntlet and Multiplayer store, we have the Clash store on Asphalt 9, and that's it, and the season tokens. Well, anyways, if we move to the currencies, Asphalt 8 has credit, tokens, fusion coins, butchers, Gauntlet badges, and multiplayer badges, while Asphalt 9 has credits, tokens, season tokens, clash credits, trick coins, syndicate coins, and the road test coins. This is a change comparing the current scenario with 2021's video, where Asphalt 8 had more currency than Asphalt 9, and that's surprising to say at least, because now Asphalt 9 has way more currencies. Now it's time for career. This basically remained the same, only that on Asphalt 8, some races were updated with newer cars, and that's it. And a very few seasons were added on the Asphalt 9 side, featuring the new tracks and so on. But what about inventory? Well, aside from the fact that the upgrading system is kinda different between the two games, the sections that on Asphalt 8 add for boosters and special upgrades on Asphalt 9 are for epic import parts and the new wild cards, because on Asphalt 9 there aren't any kind of boosters. If we focus on the upgrading aspect, however, Asphalt 8 has the Asphalt 8 way of upgrading cars changed a bit, as the garage and the UI, as you can see on this video. While regarding costs, upgrading a top S-Class car on Asphalt 8 takes 10 million fusion coins, while it takes 42 million credits on Asphalt 9. But game economies are different, so well, some cars on both games are expected to be equally expensive. Time-limited events, aka the daily events, are one of the main axes of the Asphalt 9 experience, due to the high amount of rewards you can obtain from them, from tokens to blueprints to case, etc. Asphalt 8 daily events are not that important inside the game, mostly because the main rewards income source is multiplayer and Gauntlet, but we can still get some parts and fusion coins having a look at them from time to time. However, the role that TLAs play on Asphalt 8 is way less crucial than on Asphalt 9, so obviously Asphalt 9 time-limited events wins on this side. Having a quick look at the special events, which were recently introduced to Asphalt 8 as well, we can see that are basically the same with a slightly different UI and colors. Asphalt 9 has events that Asphalt 8 doesn't have, like for example the Drive Syndicate and Grand Prix, while Asphalt 8 has events that Asphalt 9 doesn't, like the Treasure Rush or the Car Hunts, which are basically festivals. Multiplayer on Asphalt 8 is mostly composed by Classic Multiplayer and Master Multiplayer. On the first one you get pair, like the Classic Multiplayer on Asphalt 9. On the second one you can use all your cars from the beginning. There is no Ghost or Ghost Slipestream on Asphalt 8 so far, which are modes that are available on Asphalt 9 and the different multiplayers you can find there. In Asphalt 8 you can have up to 3 simultaneous multiplayer seasons if some seasonal multiplayer appears, while on Asphalt 9 I have seen only 2 simultaneous seasons so far. But now it's time to check the graphics on Nevada with the DS Automobiles E10s, because since the track is basically the exact same location on both games, on Asphalt 8 the DS E10s is way faster than it is on Asphalt 9. But since the difference isn't as massive as other cars I have thought of, I will use it. On Asphalt 9, not only the graphics are different, but also the physics and the nitro mechanics. While on Asphalt 8, you have yellow, triple, and perfect nitro. On Asphalt 9, you have yellow, red, perfect, and nitro shockwave, as you will see on these clips. Same goes to the drifting. The worst drift radius of Asphalt 8 will be considered not that bad on Asphalt 9, since the feeling is completely different between both games. At last but not least, I will be mentioning the key difference between the pay-to-win side of both games. Asphalt 9 is the Chrome's main jewel when it comes to Gameloft income sources. It has been used on ads from phone to consoles, etc., had esports competitions, and as many of you will understand, has way, and I'm dead serious here, way higher prices. It's true that in both Asphalt 8 and Asphalt 9 you can obtain pretty decent cars without spending a single dollar, with patience and just playing consistently, but if you want the very best stuff, like the very top cars from each class to dominate on multiplayer and having an unfair advantage, you will have to pick the wallet, and here is where the difference lies. On Asphalt 8 you could obtain the Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute, which is basically the very best car of the entire game, spending $150 divided into 5 $30 packs you should buy before unlocking it. On Asphalt 9 you will need to spend a bare minimum of $1,500 on a drive syndicate to unlock the highest ranked car of the entire game, which is the Bugatti Bolide back on December 2022. And only at 3 stars, because let's remember this drive syndicate doesn't even provide the car fully upgraded. Well, the Absolute on Asphalt 8 is ultimate, and thus you don't need to upgrade it at all, since once you lock it, it's already fully upgraded. From this point, you don't have to be a Harvard graduate to understand how expensive Asphalt 9 is in comparison to Asphalt 8. I have spent on Asphalt 9 easily 4 to 5 times the amount I have spent of my entire Asphalt 8 lifetime, while on Asphalt 8 I have over 340 cars, and on Asphalt 9 I'm about to hit 200. Still, I wouldn't like this video to misinterpret, because I do really enjoy playing both games, and I will likely keep spending on both of them in order to unlock, new cars to have fun with, and also to create content for you all. I just wanted to point out the key difference on this video between the two games coinciding this year with both the Asphalt 8 10th anniversary and Asphalt 9's 5th anniversary. I really hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts about both games in the comment sections, and I will see you really soon as usual with much more Asphalt content. Goodbye guys!
Body, body, my body, body, feel it in my body.